Ooh, ooh. How y'all doing? Let me talk to y'all for a second. Rest in peace to Tyrone. Rest in peace to Tyrone. If you guys are here, please hit that link. I need y'all to come up here. I need y'all to talk to me about this case. We are at the criminal villains, baby. And it's so much to reveal. They're telling me that the girlfriend named Lulu, honey, she is pulling up. She's pulling up, and I got another video that is telling 5 disturbing details discovered under that bridge. Under that bridge. You might say, well, what the bridge got to do with it? If you guys do not know what's going on with this case, let me tell you before I put out the videos, okay? I hope you guys can hear me. If you can you guys please comment? I love to see you guys engaging and commenting. It really makes sure that everything is working too. So please press a 2. Let me know that you're in the building. Hey, Latanya, how you doing? Hey, Sean. Hey, Nina. I hope you guys come up and talk to me. Hey, Nina, the boss. I hope y'all come up here and talk to me. Hey, is that Nina? All right. So let me tell you guys what happened. After Christmas, this couple you see on the screen, they have both matching red pajamas, very silk. That is Tyrone laying smiling, and that is his girlfriend Lula. Okay. They went on a trip. One thing led to another, and he is dead. Everybody is pointing a finger at the girlfriend. I know she looks like she's sweet and nice, but it tells a different story. They said that he started off, he got them a cabin in the woods. He put all these stickers, I love you, Lula, on camera. They videotaped it. It looks nice. They were couple content creators. They did a lot of camera stuff with them as a couple. So they said after the cameras were off, Lula got upset. She did not want to be there. She wanted to be at a hotel. She wanted luxury. So they said they checked in at a hotel. Then they went to Papa John's to get some pizza and some wings. And 6 to 10 minutes after leaving Papa John's, when Tyrone, he was fine. He was walking. He was talking good. He was found under the bridge. Okay. Unconscious. 2 pedestrians found him, tried to revive him, and called 911. So when 911 people came there, he was registered as a John Doe. So we talked to the girlfriend. The girlfriend say, she don't know what happened. It's an accident. She's not talking. She's not talking to the family. It's under investigation. It is a homicide. They said he was found with broken fracture in the back of his head to the front of his head. So this is very serious, right? So we've been looking for the girlfriend for quite some time. We couldn't find her. I came across this video and look at it. It says Lula posted on IG. So this girl, she has some of the breakdown of what's going on with the girlfriend. I want to hear that. And then I want to go to another video and let's react together and see what they're saying about the 5 disturbing things under the bridge. So let's see what she has to say.
Miss Lulu has entered the chat, y'all. She made a post on Instagram today. And to be quite honest, it seems that that guilty conscience is really fucking with her. Now, I don't want to beat a person down when they already down, but I'm just going to call a spade a spade. You played footsie in the comments and worded your comment to where it really didn't make sense. What's beyond both of y'all control? You really didn't state what happened, but you knew. And you still know right now. And the best thing that you could do to really help yourself is just come clean. You're going to feel a whole lot better. Trust me. One thing about a lie. Hey, a lie don't care who they tell. But you got to remember and keep up with that lie. And at this point, you've said 4 different stories. At this point, you have put yourself in a situation where you will go to jail. But at least you are being honest. So if you find it in your heart,
I
if
want
you
I
really love,
want I want to stop her right there. I'm going to come back to it. But can we talk about honesty? Can we really talk about honesty? When we are in a relationship, I want my partner to be honest. I want my partner to be upcoming and truthful. And these relationships, they're not built on honesty. This woman is a liar. She's a deceiver. I don't know, why did you kill your boyfriend? Another thing that really haunts me, the family said once he was in the hospital and he was pronounced dead, she went inside of his banking account and she emptied it all. Why are you emptying the bank account? She won't even come around the family. She won't tell the family anything. And that is just so awkward. They were together for 3 years. And then within 3 years, if I was the girlfriend, I would be around the family, y'all. I want to love on y'all. I want to embrace y'all. I want us to grieve together because y'all are a part of Tyrone. If it wasn't for y'all, Tyrone wouldn't be here. I want to feel more of Tyrone, even though I may not have kids with him, but I do want to grieve with the family and tell you guys exactly what's going on, what happened. But she's not forthcoming. And for the boyfriend to be laid out on the ground, unconscious under that bridge when nobody's around, nobody's on site, and y'all just left Papa John's and you are driving. Yes, it was a rumor that she can't drive because of her foot. Her foot got something on there, but she can drive. She was driving her car. That's her own car. And she even said that she allowed him to get out the car and she kept going up the street driving to, I guess, a gas station. But there are rumors. There are rumors. They feel like it's somebody else in place. Somebody else is involved. Hey, Sean, I'm so glad that you came up here to talk to me about this case. What are your thoughts on it?
Hey Gigi. Hey everybody in the chat. I personally I personally think if a third person is involved, I don't believe they were in the SUV. Um, it just would have been too easy to see a person in broad daylight. Um, at night perhaps, but during the day, no. I personally. But yeah, I think she lying. I mean, I look at her face and like this picture that you have up right now, and it just that doesn't even seem like a genuine smile. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's really one-sided. Where I've seen wider smiles on her face, and that is not one of them. Um, and the fact that she stole from him, she didn't have to do that. She should not have done that. The fact, like you said, she's not spending any time with the family. Innocent people just don't think negatively. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Innocent people just don't do that. You know, um, a person that had nothing to do with the injuries just don't act this way. And even, let's just go out on a limb for a moment, even if it was an argument turned into a fight and there was an accident, why is she not wanting to get with the family and just tell them the truth? You would rather put yourself in a light where not only do you look guilty to the family, but you're going to look guilty to the investigators as well. Why would you do that to yourself if you haven't done anything? And there has been plenty of time for anyone thinking logically in her circle to tell her this. If you're innocent, you moving all wrong, little girl. And she's still not righting her wrong moves thus far. That's suspect.
Definitely, it's big red flag. She's definitely hiding a lot of something. I feel like she's ashamed. But when it comes to stealing the money, and I just think that's so awkward. And they said he's always having two guns on him, his wallet, his phone. When they found him laid out on the street, he didn't have none of his guns on him. He didn't have no wallet. He didn't have no phone on him. And I just think that's so awkward. That's so strange.
Well, the guns probably perhaps were left at the hotel room because they're on vacation. They're out in the boondocks. That's what we in New York call it. And they just running to get some takeout going back to the hotel. So he's thinking. So perhaps he left his firearms at the hotel room, but his phone and his wallet being gone makes it very suspect. And the fact that she emptied his account. It's not like they had a joint account. This account was with him and his sister, and then he had another one, or him and his mom, him and a family member, okay? And then he had another one that was just his. Her name was nowhere on nothing. She had no right to it. Being a girlfriend does not mean you have a right to his bank account without his authorization. And so someone said, well, maybe her attorney, it's, I guess they meant telling her not to speak. Okay. But could her attorney not speak to the family and let the family know, well, I'm representing her and she's afraid to come talk to you guys. But she wanted me to let you know that she's sorry and she's sorry for your loss. Nothing, nothing, nothing at all. Nah, nah,
Mm.
no. And plus, the investigators would have said something by now to the family. The
Mm.
investigators would have said to the family, well, she's gotten an attorney and the attorney is speaking with us. Even if they didn't go any further than that, because we all know if anybody has ever dealt with situations like this, the investigators or the police don't keep the family in the loop like you'd like them to. We want to know everything y'all know. We want to know. You find out this or that, call me 5 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. Tell me. Well, investigators or police don't always do that. However, I would like to think that if she got an attorney and the attorneys contacted the investigators, that the investigators would have at least told the family when they say we haven't heard from her, she's not telling us nothing, that they would say, well, listen, she has contacted an attorney and um, he's speaking with us. But
Mm.
that's all we could tell you.
Yeah. Okay. So I see a comment. They said, who would take a pow pow and not have it on them? You're absolutely right. Every man I know, they always carry that pow pow. They carry their pow pow like a Christian carrying a Jesus cross. It don't matter. They gonna have it with, if you going to the grocery store, they got the strap on them. When I tell you these men that I know, they would never go inside a house, inside a grandma house. They carry that thing because they already know anything can go down. I call them paranoid because I'm like, you don't need that. And they're like, no, F what you talking about. Anything can happen. So for him to have two guns, I find it very suspicious not for him to have that thing on him because guys like him that I know, they not leaving a house without that thing. Even if they in the house, they're gonna know where it is, where they can always grab it instantly. They are
And I
always on alert.
and I agree with you in the sense where if we're on our home front, that's I agree with you there. But on vacation and all we're doing,
On vacation.
we just dropped off our bags and we just running to get some food and we coming right back to the hotel. I'm just saying that's probably why he didn't have them on him, and now she's taking everything.
Yeah, I
At this
hear what you're
point, she's
saying, but
taking everything.
I
Yeah.
for me, the guys that I've seen and been around, that's very suspicious, especially if they're on vacation. They're heavily on alert because they're in new territory, but they're going to always have it on them no matter what. Now,
Something.
some people may be more relaxed than others, but I'm just saying the guys that I'm around. Um, but I do want to go back here. Stay with me. I want to bring this back up. Let me see.
Love this man like you say you do. Go tell the truth. Release that from your energy. Release that from your mind. I understand you may be hurting, you may be mourning, and yeah, we are kicking the dog while our dog is down because like we wasn't born yesterday, and I don't care about the boot that you got on your foot. That boot on your foot should have made you stay there to the scene. You should have talked and you should have told him, and yeah, they was gonna take you down, and then you were gonna be charged with something else because he's now deceased. But it looks so bad with the way you just did it. It seems like you did not care at all about him. There's people that stay with their animal when their animal get hit by a car. There's people.
So the lady that's talking, she said Lula, the girlfriend, just came out and she was talking in the comments and she saw all her replies. So that's what she's talking about. And somebody else says he had two pow pows and three phones. I didn't know he had three phones, but isn't it odd? Two pow pow, three phones. You those type of guys always got that stuff on them or phones on them too, and he don't have none of that. I definitely feel like it was a setup. I'm kind of feeling like it's a third party involved, but I want to know what you guys think. Press 5 if you think it's another man involved that she know about. Press 10 if you feel like no, it's just him and her in this scenario. Comment, let me know. I'm going to continue to play.
That stay with their family members when they're hurt or sick. You knew that man was down on the ground and you disappeared and you claimed you saw the rescue go that way, so you went. Just because you saw cars and rescue going, you're not going to turn around. It's not going to make you turn around and go. I mean, yeah, we nosy as hell, but you finna follow to see where the rescue went. It made you want to go there because it was going that way. So it made you think about him. But you say you were 5 minutes away at a gas station. And then he fell at a gas station, but he was found under the bridge. And then the person who actually went to aid and called rescue said you were there and you said y'all argued. Tell that man family the truth. You love that man so much. You want to go to that funeral, telling people the truth, and then turn yourself in after the funeral and deal with the consequences. That's all I can say. Good luck.
She ain't gonna want to deal with that. All right, so this is what she's saying, Lula. This is what she said.
If you really
Hold on, man. Hold on, give me a second. It says when the love is real, the hold on. When the love is real, the silence hit louder than the noise. I love you with all of my heart, baby.
if you really
Stepdaddy Dro. So this is what
say
Lula
good luck,
said
sis. That's all I can
earlier
say.
today. She's speaking out for the first time, and this is what she said. Somebody said in the comment section over here,
If you really feel
hold on. How did she empty out his account without a phone or a card? Well, she has access to three of his phones. So I'm sure, she was probably doing something with the phone. She got access to the phone and card. She got the information. These girls are crafty, and they've been in a relationship for 3 years, so she know how to do something. And then I don't know, she could have been a scammer on the side. And the scammers, they don't need much. They just know how to do things. And I don't know who else was the guy, but to steal that money out of his account, and what was it, a couple of $1,000? It just seems so awkward and random. And it's like, this whole thing that she's doing is so funny acting. All right, so I'm going to continue to play.
that way about him, honor his life and tell the truth. Because until then, girl, we on your ass, Lulu. We on your ass. I want to feel sorry for you, but a part of me, I can't feel sorry for you because I don't see me doing that to somebody I love. There's no way I'm going to leave him. There's no way he's going to be a John Doe. There's no way I won't talk to his family. I would be holding myself accountable. I would be there. I will be there. If I messed up, I fucked up. Me, I would be there. And I would say, hey, listen, we argued. I thought he was cheating on me. I hit him. I didn't know he was gonna drop. Like, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I can understand your heart breaking because yeah, he was taking care of you, girl. He was like, shit, a lot of us want a nigga like that. Be real. I'm mad at you because shit, if you ain't want him, you could have passed him to anybody else. Like, we would have gladly took him. Because he was rare. He was rare. He was very rare. You don't find him like that. Not these days. Turn yourself in, Lulu, and tell the Davis family the truth. And deal with the consequences like a woman would. A woman who loved her man that is no longer here. So Miss Lulu has entered the chat, y'all. She
All right, so I want to take you guys here. This is a new video that's came out. They said they have 5 disturbing details discovered under the bridge. All right.
Just tell the truth. What happened? God gonna reveal the truth. Them detectives gonna build the truth. My family don't even wish no hate on you for death, but I'm gonna tell you, your ass gonna pay for what happened to my nephew. And whatever the truth is, it is gonna come out. It don't make no sense. Nephew went on a vacation and ended up under a bridge. We know when you pulled off in that car, you pulled off with his cell phone, you pulled off with his wallet, and you pulled off with his gun. No man on planet Earth, yeah, he had 2 phones, and you pulled off with all his stuff.
A 35-year-old man went on a Christmas cabin getaway with his girlfriend, a trip meant to celebrate their love and exchange gifts. He never returned home. Instead, Tyrone Davis Jr., known to thousands as Stepdaddy Dro or T2, was found under a bridge in Gainesville, Florida, with severe trauma to his skull that fractured his head so badly that bone fragments penetrated both temples. His girlfriend would return home alone, with conflicting stories about what happened that night. She had his phones, all of them. She had his wallet. She had his guns. And according to his family, within 24 hours of him being pronounced dead at the hospital, she had cleared out his bank account, transferring every dollar while his body still lay in the morgue and his family was planning his funeral. Welcome to True Homicide Crime, where we dive deep into cases that demand. They are a tight-knit group that doesn't just come together for funerals or tragedies. They celebrate together, they mourn together, and when one of their own is hurting, they all feel that pain. In early January 2020, talked different, lived different. God made him special.
All right. So I have a question. So what the homeless guy, Sean, said he saw a guy come out the car and he was stumbling and fell. So you mean to tell me Lula didn't see that stumble and fall?
If she did, she's not going to say she did.
Do you think she did, Sean?
Yes, I think she caused it. I do. I think she caused it. Um, I, yeah, I think she caused it. And saw him fall and left anyway. And someone was asking, how did she have access to his account? Well, she had both of his phones. I don't know about anybody else, but I can transfer funds from one account to another using my phone. So nobody had to see her do it. She could have did that from the privacy of the hotel room.
Yeah. I believe that man would have gave her the money if it was over some money. I think it's still a mystery. I thought that he was let out on the sidewalk. They're
Mm-mm.
telling me that he was let off in the middle of the street. Did you guys know that? He was
Yeah,
let out in the middle of the street where
yeah.
cars are constantly going. So you mean to tell me you stop in the middle of the street, he gets out, he falls in the middle of the street. Somebody could have ran him over, Sean.
Well, if you remember, there was um, another driver who actually called the police, and he let the police know that he was using his car to block Tyrone's body so that he didn't get hit by oncoming traffic. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was that the plan? Okay, to make him fall and hopefully somebody will run him over and then you can say he died from somebody running him over. Was that the whole plan?
Um, no. Well, I don't think so. I believe, I don't think she meant for him to die. I don't.
Why? Why do you feel like it wasn't meant for him to die? Then after he died, you take out his money.
Hell, when I think about it, when you put it like that might have been what the argument was about, huh? That could have been what are you doing? Give me you took my money? You see what I'm saying? That could have been what the argument was about.
I think she took the money after he died.
Okay, that's a possibility. I mean, because that's all we're doing is talking about
Of course, yeah.
possibilities, right?
And yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and so on the strength that she didn't mean for him to die, I I just I don't see why she had to kill him. You understand what I'm saying? That just does not. He would have given her anything she asked for to keep
Mhm.
her. Because I remember someone in your chat, I think the first time you brought this up, they said if it was her, she would have left him. But if it was him, he would have forgiven her. Because that's how much he loved her.
Mm.
So it doesn't make sense to me that she felt a need to kill him. All she had to do was leave. It was her car, so she
Mhm.
wasn't hurting. For it wasn't like she was broke. You know what I mean? It was her vehicle. He drove trucks, so that was her vehicle that he may have given her money for. And I don't know if she had it before him. I don't know. They've been together for three years.
Mm.
So he would have given her anything. So it made no sense for her to kill him. I think it was an accident.
Well, for me, I hear you, Sean. I disagree. I don't think it was an accident, but let's ask the chat. Good debate. Do you guys think that it was an accident that she did not mean to kill that guy? Press 4 if you said it's an accident, or just press accident. Yeah, put it on accident. I want to make y'all work harder. Put accident if you feel like it was just an accident. If you feel like it was on purpose, type out purpose. I want to make y'all work harder. Type
Okay.
out purpose. Hey TT, how are you?
Hey, Gigi.
I want to know, do you think this was an accident that she did this, or do you think she did this on purpose?
No, I think she did it on purpose.
Tell me why you think she did it on purpose.
Why is so many? Is so much pointing to that seem like she did it on purpose. They said she loved him or whatever. Why did they? I had so many questions. Like, why she switch hotels? Why was they at the cabin first, and they went to the hotel, and then they went wherever else they went or whatever. I want to know why they switched hotels anyway. From the cabin to the hotel.
Because she didn't want to be there. She wanted to be a more fancy and bougie. You know that cabinet. I don't even know if it got good AC. It's small. You
Hmm.
know she likes fancy stuff. When I can take you guys to her Instagram, and she posts a lot of the fancy places that he took her. I'll be scared in the cabin with them woods. Okay. And then if you use the bathroom, is it gonna flush? Is it gonna smell? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
So, and she got wigs and weaves, girl.
Be
Then them
scared
damn
a spider
mosquitoes and the
a spider
bugs.
will be crawling up in that shit.
And then you're gonna hear all them noises in the woods. I don't want to hear them noises. That's
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay. I thought that
Mm-mm.
was more classy or something different. I thought the cabin was something different. Whatever he did plan, but no,
But no, you're right, TT. It was very creative. It
yeah.
was very lovely, but
Mm.
he's more of a creative person, and it feels like, she's more, it seems like she likes the finer things according to her Instagram. what
Oh.
she posted.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I imagine that's why she wanted to go to the hotel. I know it wasn't his idea to go to the hotel because this was a surprise for her. She got surprised by the cabinet, and he did all of this for the cabinet. He wanted to be at the cabinet.
Right. And then remember they said about somebody was yelling. She was yelling and screaming, or somebody said that she was yelling and screaming as they was leaving the cabin, going to the hotel. They was having an argument or something like that. Did anybody hear that?
Yes, I heard that too. They was arguing. What they were arguing about, I don't know. We have to figure that out. Some people feel like it was over someone's cheating.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but I would say hey Jada, I'm glad you came
Hi.
up here. I'm glad all of y'all up here. I really appreciate you guys coming up here and conversating and engaging. I love this. I love it. I love it. But I feel like this is why it's purpose for me. It's purpose for me because once you're driving in the middle of the street, you are, and you see this man is kind of dizzy and hazy because a homeless person said when he got out, he was moving funny and dizzy and he just flopped in the middle of the street. Ain't no way you can drive off and not realize that man is in the middle of the street laid out. Ain't no way. And this is the man you love, according to what you tell us on your social media. This my husband. He gonna be in here for the rest of my life. I love him. I love him. We never got to see them for real, for real. We only got to see the pretty pictures, the loving videos, but they never showed other sides. So with that in my mind, I know that these individuals, they put on shows, they put on airs. They're not that real with it. Okay. So for me, for you to drive off with that man, and I was so shocked. He fell in the middle of the damn street. Anybody can run him over, and then you just gonna go to a gas station. You're not gonna look in your rearview mirror. If that's my man, I'm looking to see what he doing now. Where he at? Is he on the phone? Well, he ain't on his phone. Why? Because she took all three of his phones. God damn, how you gonna drive off and then first of all, we are in a different location 30 minutes outside the city because this is a vacation spot. Nobody is going to leave their loved ones without a phone in a different location. And you know he's dizzy when he's leaving out the car and he falls and you just drives off. And it takes time for somebody to stop, try to get breathe, call 911, the 911 people coming, and your ass still not coming back to the scene to check on them. I mean, this has to be purpose. Ain't no mistake in it. Now,
Absolutely.
for me, for this to be a mistake, what would it have to be for me to be a mistake? A mistake? A mistake? A mistake? I don't care. I'm angry. I'm mad at you. Who stops in the middle of the damn street and tell their loved one to get out, knowing they dizzy ahead? If this was a mistake, okay, I'm going to pull over to a gas station. I'm going to pull over into a neighborhood. I might park and say, okay, walk around the block and I'm just going to be here until your ass get back because you need to cool the fuck off. Something like that. But for you to stop in the middle of the street, that tells me it's a lot of rage in the air. In this car, it's a lot of built up anger. It's that gotta be anger in that spirit in that car to bump on your brakes and just I don't know. Did she push him out? Did he just get out? All I heard was the homeless man said once he got out, the pizza fell down. The wings fell down. These were hot ass wings, hot ass pizza. I don't know about y'all, but I don't play when it comes to food. Fresh food. We just got this goddamn food and it's already on the floor. Oh, hell no. I don't know about y'all, but I'm on a budget and this pizza is a lot. They cost a lot of money. And then the wings cost a lot too. I'm not about to waste no money. And then the shit is hot and fresh. And if I'm going to Papa John's, I'm going to eat because I'm hungry. I'm not about to play around, but something took over their hunger. I'm assuming it's the spirit of rage, the spirit of anger. And I think all the rage and anger came from her.
That
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you could be angry all you want. Who are you to be killing somebody
But
or
that's
leaving
where it's
somebody
from.
for dead? Like everybody knows, you going somewhere with your peoples, you come back with your peoples. Point blank. Period. You being suspicious, you leave him like that, and then you gonna take money and don't say nothing to the family until his butt on the news.
she
Uh-huh.
ain't leave nothing. She took everything. What type of is that?
And for her to allow the pizza and the wings to just fall off, if this was a mistake, get out. But I'm going to get my wings and my hot ass pizza. I'm about to take me a bite.
And Gigi, just like you said, you gonna do something like, oh, you gonna pull over so you could
Yeah.
calm down,
Knock
and
your
I'll be right
ass
back. But
out.
no, we just
I
no.
think I think
Some
I
people
think
really don't got
the
common sense.
I think the food was in his lap when she pushed him out the truck. And that's how it fell on the ground.
Yeah, she
Because
should have got that pizza because that's just so obvious that something is definitely wrong. Who gonna waste that pizza? You can push them, but take the pizza out and the wings.
yeah, I think he was holding it in his lap. He was holding it, and and I believe he might have been drunk too, because that
Yeah,
was a big ass bottle of henny. And so once you get some kind of wound and you're bleeding, you bleed twice as fast because of the liquor. So that could have exacerbated his condition. You know what I mean?
that's
So
crazy.
But did they say at Papa John's? They didn't indicate he was drunk. They
Right.
didn't
no,
say, well,
no, they didn't.
he was drunk. So I don't believe that he had that drink in Hennessy. I don't even know if they really even drunk that stuff because a lot of stuff they do for show. They do it just to show y'all we having a good time. But when the cameras go out, that shit could be a whole different thing. And I think a lot of times it is. That's why you only show a small portion of the happy shit, but you're not showing
That
everything else.
that's true. The video and no witnesses said that he was drunk. That's true. That's true.
And then we saw a different side. They said they were arguing. We didn't see that shit in the video.
That
So
did.
No,
it
we
tells
didn't.
me what we see is a fantasy. They're selling a fantasy. They're not
Absolutely.
selling their real life. So it could have been more dark stuff that's been going on years and years that we just don't know about because they don't put that on. They just selling a fantasy. They're selling a love story for whatever reason. This is what they're selling.
Hold on, Gigi. Somebody in the comments just made a good point. Christine Lambert, what time did she take all the money out of his bank account? That is going to be very telling in the investigation
Yep.
because it starts a paper trail.
Yeah, I believe the auntie said that once they found out he was dead, that's when she did the transfer and left the hospital.
No, I'm talking about like literally what time
Oh, I
is
don't
what
know. I don't know
right
the
because
exact
they can correlate the time that they left the cabin, that they checked out the cabin, checked in the hotel, got the money from Papa John's or wherever, and the money came out of his account. You see what I'm saying? It'll start to create a
Right.
timeline, you
right.
know, create a timeline, and then they can start to put footprints with stuff.
Right. I understand no relationship is perfect, but my God, to cause somebody to unalive and to not to be here, this is demonic. No relationship is perfect. Meaning, okay, we may not agree. We may not want to go to the cabin. That's not perfect. We
But
may
look,
this or that. I may not want to be around your family, but I'm going to stomach it. But this relationship not perfect because I may not have a good time, but I'm going to sacrifice. Those things are imperfect. But when you come to the terms of toxic and you guys arguing and it's the spirit of hate and rage in the air, and I know someone on the panel said you can be angry all you want. I disagree with that. That anger, the spirit of anger and rage, it turns into something demonic, and the action behind the rage, it turns into death. So
I didn't mean it like that,
I
but I
know you
mean
didn't
like
mean it like that. Most people don't mean it like that. But that's why sometimes in religion and the Bible it tells you about the rage and stay away
mhm,
from that. And it's so wicked because that spirit of that energy of rage, it causes a lot of people that kill, they are in the spirit of rage. A lot of people that say something horrible to you are in a spirit of anger and rage, and they just want to break you. They want to use their mouth to destroy you, to kill you. It speaks in your mouth. So, all that anger, but some people even say if we're in a relationship, we shouldn't go to bed angry because
mhm.
that anger it can manifest and it can stay in your system and it can get normalized. I don't know. I just anger, the spirit of anger. It's almost like I can flip it so other people can understand. Okay, the spirit of a lust. When you're lustful, sometimes you're gonna end up on your back with your legs up because you're horny. You know what I mean? So it's gonna go other places a lot of times.
Okay.
So Melody, I think that's how you say your name. You said she took the money at 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. How do you know that? I'm not trying to be funny. We're trying to put together a timeline. Someone in the chat said this, Gigi.
Oh,
Melody. She said she took it in the evening and then she came back and said she took it at 5 p.m. I'd like to know how she knows that.
I'm not
That
sure.
it's very important. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not trying to be funny. I'm not that kind of person.
They just said
Um,
5. Maybe they'll come back later on and tell us, where they got
yeah,
the information from.
yeah.
Lucky said he died on Sunday after they found him the day before the day after 24 hours later. She left the hospital. She took the money out the bank.
Right.
Thank you.
We're just right. But what I was saying was, once the investigators get with the bank and find out exactly what time
Yeah.
of the day
Yeah.
she
They were
took the
just
she transferred the money, it'll start a footprint. Yeah.
uh-huh. Okay, so she so-called loved him, but let the hospital name him as John Joe when
Yeah,
she
she
had his wallet with his ID is diabolical. I believe she took the wallet because she was going to do some transfers. She's doing some sneaky stuff. I think she's very foxy, meaning that a fox, they do a lot of tricks. They're very sneaky. Foxes are very
Yeah.
sneaky. So I think
Absolutely.
that she's a fox. And I agree with somebody made a comment she never loved him. I think it was all for show. I think that she used him and just got what she can get from him.
Yeah. Melanie, I see she came back. She said the family said that when he passed, the money was gone. The account was at zero. Yes, we understand that. Yes, they did say it was empty. What I'm asking is, how did you know she did it at 5 p.m.?
So, Jada, what else would you like to say, or questions, or just talk to us about it? Jada, are you there? All right, Jada, maybe Jada. And TT, I don't know what happened to you, TT.
I had ran outside to the door for a minute.
Oh, okay. Wanted to make sure
All
you were
right.
still around.
Yeah, I'm still here, baby. So what y'all
Uh-huh.
had to say? What happened?
We were just talking, and sometimes, Sean, I might mute you because your background is so loud. So, just unmute
That's
yourself,
my fan.
Sean, when
That's my
you.
fan, boo. I'll turn it
Okay.
off.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah. The auntie says she transferred the money that was in his and his sister account to his own personal account. The auntie said she transferred the money that was in his and his sister account to his own personal account. So she didn't take the money and put it in her account. She just took it and put it in his account. So
No.
that money in
No, his
his
sister,
account?
his aunt said both of his accounts was zero.
Yes, that's what
Okay,
happened.
so all of his counts are zero. Thank you guys for letting us know that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Christine. The hotel said that they both checked in
Hmm.
at the
So,
hotel. Yeah.
uh, TT, what do you make? Oh, Dom. Dom, are you there?
Yes.
You know, I've been waiting on you. Let you guys tell me. Let me tell you guys something about this. Dom,
Hey, Dom.
before I did this topic, Dom already hit me and said you need to do this. So I just
Yes.
want to say thank you, Dom. And if you guys
Yeah.
any stories you guys want me to cover, please email me or FaceTime me or DM me. Let me know. I want to be in the know. So Dom, what are your thoughts? Anything new that you got going on? I can tell you what I heard new. They
Well,
said that Lula came out and she spoke on her IG.
She did. I tried to talk to her, but she wouldn't talk to me. She
Hmm.
left a story talking about love is overrides the noise and all that stuff.
Yeah, so tell us what you saw and what you take from it, Dom.
I don't know what's her motive of. I think she just wanted attention to put that up there because she's watching. I think she's watching all of the platforms, and she felt like she just wanted to go ahead and put something on her story, but it's not helping. Like
Do you have
people
something
know.
in your background, Dom? I'm hearing something
No,
in
that's
your
not
background.
me. That's not me.
Okay. TT, is that you, TT? All right, keep talking, Dom.
So I think she's looking at all the platforms and listening to what everybody's saying about her, and she decided to post yesterday.
Oh, okay. What else do you think about this case, Dom?
I think, I think it's sad. I think that she needs to give the family answers, the right answers.
Okay, let me cut you off and ask you this. Do you think she did it on purpose or you think this was a mistake?
I think it was a drunken mistake. And now that she's sober, she realized what she did.
So you think she was drunk?
Yep, I do.
So drinking and driving?
Drinking, driving, drinking, loving, hating, all kind. It was going down at that trailer.
Wow. Can you tell me what time did they leave the Papa John's? Around what time?
I don't know. Did you find out a time? I didn't find out a time.
Okay, can you guys tell me the time they left Papa John's? Sean, do you know the time they left Papa John's?
no, I don't.
Okay,
Only
TT,
thing they talked about was the only thing they talked about was it was 10 minutes away. The ditch
yeah,
was 10
I
minutes away
want to
from
know
Papa
the
John's.
time. I want to know the time. If you guys can go and find me the time, we really appreciate it. Some people are saying she wasn't drunk. I didn't hear anything about she being drunk.
Please, please.
So,
That's all they did was drink and party.
Dom, that's your observation. This is Dom opinion. Okay.
Yeah,
So this is just her opinion. I don't believe she was drunk either. I think that it was done deliberately. I don't think it was an accident, but Dom feel like it was an accident due to alcohol.
yeah. You
Okay,
know, when you
so
wake up from that alcohol, you be like, "What have I done?"
I know, but a lot of people have gotten drunk and alcohol and they're not killing people, Dom.
You're right about that, but I think hers was a drunken night, and they always had a Hennessy bottle or some kind of. They mixed drinks. They didn't just have Hennessy. They drink anything. Anybody
Dom,
that can
that's
just
the
drink
same thing I
anything,
said.
something ain't right.
That's the same thing I said. I think they were drunk
Yeah, they drink Hennessy. They drink
or had been
champagne,
drinking. Mm.
tequila. They drink anything, and
Okay.
that's a dangerous combination when you can just drink any liquor. You don't have a set liquor that you drink. Yeah, you're gonna black out.
Mm. All right. So why won't she just come out and just say I was drinking?
I think her lawyers want her to be quiet. I think she got a
So
lawyer.
she has lawyered up. Can we find that out for sure?
No, I just think she do because she's not really saying nothing.
Yeah, but we can find that out for sure though.
Hmm.
Has she been charged with anything?
Nope. I stay on the auntie's lives. She goes live, and I listen. And right now they're just waiting on the detectives. That's all. They
Right.
don't
But
really
if
have
her
anything
if
yet.
she gets a lawyer now, isn't that gonna spook suspicion? Like, what are you getting a lawyer for? You haven't even been charged. And you
She
got a
better get a
lawyer.
lawyer. She better.
I know, but that's gonna spook suspicion, I would think.
Well,
Because you said she didn't do anything wrong.
she already in trouble. You can't even explain. You done gave the family three different stories. Yeah, lawyer up, honey, because they coming for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, TT. And you said TT. Did you say this was a mistake or purpose? All right, TT. I think she got dropped out again.
I think
Um,
Kiki said it was on purpose.
yeah, TT. Okay,
She
that.
agreed.
I
She
think
agreed
that
with you.
anger, I think that drunken anger got the best of her.
No, I just
I
think it was
really do.
anger. It wasn't no drunkenness. She
It's,
did
it's
it
anger. She already
purposely.
had anger, but the liquor enhances.
No, I disagree. I if she would have been drunk, they would have reported it when they did the interviews and the family went and they were trying to get any information and run the tapes. They
No,
would have
she left.
seen.
Remember, she got gone. She didn't even wait for the family.
No, 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 no. You're missing my point, Dom. I'm talking
What?
about the Papa Johns. The Papa
Uh,
Johns, they would have noticed something.
no, she was in a car, Gigi. She was sitting in the car. He went inside.
But didn't you say he was drinking too?
Of
No, I
course.
did.
Yeah.
Of course.
So they would have seen something if he's drunk or her drunk. They would have seen something. So,
No.
and they didn't report on anything. That's why I don't believe just because you see a Henny bottle, I don't believe
We
they were drinking.
always seen a Henny bottle. That's all they did. Party, drink. They
Yeah,
was
that's
look how they was in the car driving with her on top of him. You know that ain't you ain't do that.
they were being very sexual. I mean,
Drunken sexual.
no, they were just being very they were just being very sexual. They
Gigi,
was
ain't
putting
nobody
on.
doing all that.
No, but you don't realize you Dime, I don't think you get it. Well, for me, my beliefs are everything that you guys
Gigi.
saw, it was fake, it was put on, it was a show. I can do that right now and I can pretend to be drunk and not be drunk and I never drink a day in my life. So when somebody is recording, they got the camera out, they're doing this, this is a part of their brand, this is marketing for them, this is a whole show for them. It's not real. The
I
real
can't hear
was
you guys. Can you guys hear me?
yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
I can
boy.
hear you, but you can't hear us. We'll just come back in, okay? All right. So I'm looking at the comment sections. Okay. It says she looks cold in the eyes. Gigi, being drunk doesn't mean stumbling around. I get that. I just don't. I need some more proof that they were drunk. So when the autopsy come back, they would have alcohol in the system if that's the case, right?
Somebody said Gigi stuck on them Super Bowl wings.
Yeah, where them wings at? I want to know the flavor and everything. Okay. Yeah, but I don't think they were drunk. Even though you guys feel that way, I don't feel that way. I need more proof and evidence. I can't just jump and just assume just because I saw Henny bottles in the bottle. But give me 1 second. It says she probably was mad she didn't get a ring. Mm, okay, I don't agree with that one either. All right, so I want to go right here. Give me 1 second, bringing this up. All right, so this lady, I put her on earlier today. And I just put her right now because she said Lulu posted. She did posted some stuff, but it was more so vague. But I want to go down here to see something else. I want to see what this young lady says.
Okay, now I know everybody has heard, or damn near everybody has heard about the Tyrone Davis Jr. stepdaddy girl, and the girl Lulu, and her name is Kiara, that went on some kind of cabin trip. That wasn't no cabin, y'all. That was a trailer in the woods,
Thank you, girl. Thank you. That was a trailer. Hashtag trailer.
or a tiny home in the woods that somebody turned into an Airbnb. My main question is,
I like her already. Come on.
and it still is, why is Lulu not arrested? A couple of people
Because they haven't charged her with anything. They need time to investigate.
went back to where Lulu at, and they saying she's in Orlando with her family. Do Tyrone Davis Jr. family know how close Orlando?
She want the family to go over there and get her ass. That's what she want.
Yes, she does.
Somebody say that
Sisters.
in her hometown. to set that man up.
Oh, she said that somebody could have easily set that man up. And a lot of people feel like this was a setup as well. TT, do you think a third party was involved? And I ask you guys again, if you guys feel like it's another person involved in this situation, press another person. If you feel
Yeah.
like nobody was involved but the couple, press couple. TT, I'm going to ask you first. Was this another person involved or this just a couple?
Never involved Gigi because, like they keep
I didn't hear
saying,
the first
this
part,
girl.
baby. What was that? What was the first part?
I feel like I said, like they keep saying, the girl had a boot on her legs. It's nothing she could do too much of. That's what they kept saying. So I feel like, yeah, she got a third person involved.
Got it. You guys get these likes up. Like the video. Let's get these likes up. Make sure you have subscribed. Okay, Dom, your turn. Do you
Well,
feel, huh? Dom.
Hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me,
and
Dom?
he thinks that she's been in a sorority, that she was in a sorority, and he thinks that it has something to do with that. So me and him been going back and forth with that.
Okay, I'm asking, do you think it was another person or just a
It
couple?
could be. I mean, if I was to believe his side, like she said, she did have a boot on, so maybe she did have called somebody and they came and helped her. But at this point, right now, it's up in the air for me.
All right, you just don't, you're undecided.
Uh huh.
Sean, for yourself?
I think it could have went either way.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
either way. All
Because
right.
the boot, like I told you before, the boot being on her leg, it looked like someone else said in the comments, it looked like it was on her left foot. So you only need your right foot to drive and one of your hands to swing something.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
But
Or
being in that back
or
seat.
she can't even drive.
and
What the aunt
and
said.
on the other hand, she maybe didn't hit him with anything. He may have hit his head on the ground.
Oh.
When he was getting out, she peeled off. Like you said before, the door hit him, knocked him unbalanced, and he hit his head. And he probably rolled around, and that's why both sides of his heads, both temples were punctured because he rolled around on the ground.
Man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't
It can
know
be so much. It
if
can
I
be so much.
believe that one because he was already dizzy coming out the car, according to the homeless person.
Yeah, he
So
said he
coming
staggered out.
outside the car, he was something has already happened to him.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
Gigi, did you hear that the aunt say that Miss Lulu not even supposed to be able to drive? So I mean,
Yeah,
No,
what
but
that's him.
that
He wouldn't
that's
let her.
that's
that
something that
said that.
they believe, but it wasn't true because clearly she was driving.
Oh,
Right. I
Like
believe that was something that they believed because he was always lovingly carrying her around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
okay, so Nawe, right? Nah, right? Are you there, Nawe?
Hi, Gigi.
How you doing, Miss Wright? Tell me
I've
this.
been listen. I've
Yes.
been listening to you since I haven't listened to you since the last time I heard you say KFC.
Oh, yeah, KFC, huh? Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad I got you back in my
yes.
orbit, girl.
I've
I'm glad
been
I got
looking
you
for
back.
you.
Well, I'm here. I got 6 channels too.
Oh,
So
I see. Listen, I see that now. I
subscribe.
never more than this one. I'm like, Lord have mercy. But
Yeah.
let me just say this. I watch a lot. I've been watching ID channel before ID channel. I'm watching Cold Case, all that. That girl did that to that man.
Uh
She had
huh.
an angel with her, and she didn't even know. He would have done anything for that woman. She did that to him. Wasn't nobody else there. She had them 3 guns. She could have clocked him in the head with that. She had that Hennessy bottle. She could have clocked him in the head with that. Wasn't nobody else there. She did that. I think she
okay.
used him. Because she
Yeah.
was a plain Jane before she met him. She got a BBL, teeth done, all that done. And she was
Hello.
doing it. That was for other men. That wasn't for him.
You
Yeah.
know it's for other men.
Yeah,
Miss
that
Mm.
was
Wright,
for other men.
don't
That wasn't
make
for
me
him.
go to her page. Don't make me go to, do you want me to go to her page, Miss Wright?
Yes, ma'am.
Cause ain't no way. You got a man and she just flying all her goodies for other men on this internet. I don't understand how he was cool with that.
And then she was so fake. And then you did good. I looked, I said, wait a minute. That laugh is too fake for me.
Oh,
I,
Gigi did not say the same thing the other day.
yeah, but she faked me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. No, she didn't
You
love
did
him.
good.
She
But what
loved
is he
him, but
supposed
she
to
got
do?
too
That's what he normally does.
So this is Miss Lulu. Come on with the cat suit.
Oh, look at her.
That's Miss Lulu, honey. Looking like she about to go strip.
Yep.
I know my uncles used to say back in the day, you better leave them Haitian women alone.
Hello. Get you. They'll get you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she used him. I think he was a hell of a guy. He's
And
a
then
rare
look at
king.
this picture, Miss White. She got her things all out, and she got a man.
Right.
Take the
Mm.
No,
picture.
men don't want you out like that. Mm-mm.
He liked to show her off. He liked to show her off, though. I
Yes, he
believe
did.
that. Like,
He
yeah,
did. Yeah, he did.
He loved to show her off. He told her she was beautiful
yeah.
every chance he got.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But
He figured
showing
out
your woman off and having her and parading her like a Jezebel half naked ain't that's two different things.
that's true. That is
Yeah,
true.
but he like, look what I
Okay.
got.
Yeah.
I think he was the same way like her. Look what I got.
I don't know
Yeah.
because it
Yes.
seems
Yes. Yeah.
it seems
Mm.
like their marketing. It seems like to put this on social media, they're trying to put on a show. It's
Ah,
giving very showy. Look at us. We're taking a picture. It's showy.
I think
yeah.
both
Look at
things are
her.
true at the same time.
Right.
Because every
All right.
picture is just couple, couple, couple. You never see her in her own space. It's just couple, 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 couple. It's marketing, it's branding.
Now, did she ever buy him anything?
She bought
I
him that
mean, I
gun.
don't know.
Oh, she bought
She
the
bought him
gun.
that gun. Uh-huh. That
Oh,
was his gift and a
oh
bottle of
no.
Hennessy.
So, do the family have the guns back, or did she just keep the guns because she bought them?
Have
She took
everything.
everything.
She she's heartless. I mean,
Everything. Yeah.
I wouldn't have left a stranger on the side of a road. Come on now. And not supposed to be your man for 3 years, and you leave him on the side of the road on the middle of the street like that. She didn't give two damns about him. She really didn't. She couldn't have. That was all fake then.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I'm not leaving him.
I tell y'all, that alcohol will do something to you.
I
Mm,
think she'd have
mm,
did it
mm.
sober. If she was drunk, I think she'd have did it sober. Because I don't think she cared about him. He was in love with her. She loved him, but she wasn't in love with him. You could see it in her face. She was fake.
Was. Yeah, she was.
Yuppers. Yuppers.
Yeah,
That
you could see that all through her. She was phony. Mm-mm. Once she figured out, oh, he could buy me anything. She
So,
got what she
I don't
needed.
know about y'all, but this do not look like Tyrone. Did this like Tyrone to you?
Let's
yeah,
see.
This another man.
What?
That don't Tyrone ain't he dark skinned? This man is light brown skin with some dreads, and it says "my honey."
Oh,
You don't see this?
Oh,
What was, what was that?
Oh.
2019? Because remember they got together 2020 or something like that.
No, this
2019. I
is
think that.
June 13, 2022.
Oh
I mean,
Oh.
why
my
why
goodness.
you still have it out here though?
oh my God.
22,
Oh.
23, 25. Oh
well,
yeah, 22. Yeah.
Flag
Gigi,
on the play.
did you see that video? Somebody, one of his family members had of him saying that he don't like liars and cheaters.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that.
Yep, I seen
I,
that.
I
Yep,
didn't
I seen
see it.
that. I think that was
yep,
a subliminal too.
yep. He
Mm.
said he don't like liars and cheaters, and this. I said, there it is.
He
Yeah, I
did a
saw that.
motivational speech.
It's like somebody had asked him how would he deal with a liar or a cheater,
I think
and
he
he
Right.
just
was
said it.
walking around answering the question.
I think he just decided to say somebody asked him, but I think that came from him, and he made a motivational post
I'm
about
gonna
it.
just say, God, Father God, why would she do that man like that? That is a girl's dream to have a guy like that. Why would you do him like that?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
No,
sad.
seriously,
Probably
that's a
took too
rare
much love
thing.
bombing. It started irritating her. Overly
Cause
love
she's
bombing.
on demon time. That's why.
That's
Yeah, she would
why.
have
Mm-hmm.
been no explanation, no nothing. Just shameful.
I know.
That man
Mhm.
But look how
determined.
she always dressed. She was very like a Black China,
Yes.
a Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj.
I
He
mean, but
had them.
look at what Scott Peterson did to Lacey Peterson. She was pregnant with his baby.
Exactly.
8 months pregnant with his baby. And because he found him a little young thing, he was traveling to go see her, had her under a total different illusion. She had to find out on the news that number one, he was married, and number two, his wife and unborn baby was missing.
So this must be her twin. The guy with the dreads, must be her twin. Did they say she got a twin?
Oh, he
Oh, she
looked
got a
like.
son.
Oh,
I
he
don't know
looks.
why he's sticking that tongue out. Maybe they doing incest.
Oh.
Because he looks like her.
Oh, well,
Uh-huh.
maybe that's her brother.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
said that's her twin brother.
But you know the young people say twin. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, dude,
They
that's how
said
we
it
do
was her twin brother that helped kill them. That's what they said in the comments.
it.
Ooh, I know, huh?
That's the twin brother right here.
Oh,
He looked like he
Oh.
on twin time. They look like they be a couple.
Yeah, they're not identical, that's for certain.
They very touchy feely.
Yeah,
Look
twin
at
my
this shit. Don't just look like a relationship,
absolutely.
I
but
mean, it
these
could
are
be.
brothers and sisters.
Yeah, because
I don't believe it.
I'm not going to
Look
talk
at
about,
her
you
hand.
know,
Look at her hand. You don't. You look at the body language.
Yeah,
They in
I
love
don't
with each
believe
other.
that. I don't believe that.
that
Well,
might be her baby
that's the
mom.
twin. They brothers and sisters. That's how they acting.
No,
mm-mm.
I don't believe it.
Oh my God.
Because people used to tell my son and his daughter's mother that they look like they could be brother and sister, but I don't believe that they're twin brothers and sister at all.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm. No.
Did she meet him on
Is-
social media?
I
Or
don't
they
know which
met
one.
naturally? GJ?
I have no idea, baby. But you know what? Do y'all want to come back and do this again tomorrow? Because I'm running out of time and I gotta go.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
So we'll resume
Yes.
tomorrow, and I'm going to do 2 other lives dealing with true crime. I just want to say thank you all for coming up. I really love when you guys come up and engage with me. I love when we come together as a community
Hey, love
and try to figure
everybody.
it
All
out. All
right.
right. Good night,
All right.
TT. Good
Good
night.
night.
Bye, Sean. Love you much. All right. Make sure y'all get these likes out, comment, and I will see you guys on tomorrow.